Jack Staffel, back again with another video, and today I'm here with my WWE Backlash 2016 review, and holy shit, I thought this pay-per-view was awesome. I thought it was really, really good. All the matches on here were really fucking solid. Most of the results were pretty damn good, and I just had a good time watching this. So let's not fuck around. Let's get straight into the show. So we'll talk about the pre-show match really quickly, which was Baron Corbin versus Apollo Crews. This was not announced by the WWE or anything. It was just a match that happened, and I'm pretty sure Baron Corbin won. I didn't see the pre-show or the first half hour of this pay-per-view. I was at work at my new job or whatever at that time, but I was able to watch the rest of the pay-per-view live, so that was all good. So we'll get into the main show first, and we'll talk about the opening matchup. Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan pretty much came out before the show and pretty much welcomed everyone to the pay-per-view and thanking everyone for coming out, and they introduced the first match. And also beforehand they did a little 9/11 tribute, which I thought was pretty classy. And so it was the six-pack challenge for the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship. It was Naomi versus Alexa Bliss, who had a fucking hot Harley Quinn outfit, I will say. Nikki Bella, Becky Lynch, Carmella, and Natalya. So those six women were going to fight, and I really, really enjoyed this match. It was really damn good. So there was a lot of cool stuff happening. There was like a full Nelson bomb into like an arm bridge or whatever by Naomi. I know Nikki and Carmella had a bit of a thing going on. There was Nikki just speared her and pretty much brawled with Carmella, and then she locks in a code of silence submission, and then she reversed into an Alabama slam, which I thought was pretty cool. And pretty much as soon as that, there was a triple threat spot where Natty powerbombed Alexa while Naomi hit a top rope neck breaker, which I thought was really cool. And they got Alexa eliminated, so she was the first one to go. And then Nikki hit forearm to Naomi while she jumped in midair. But then Natty breaks up a pinfall, which I don't know why she did. That was a bit stupid. So she can lock in the sharpshooter, and Naomi immediately taps out. And then Nikki hits her spinning cutter thing and eliminates Natty. And then Carmella, out of nowhere, of course, you got to know there's a feud going on between Carmella and Nikki Bella. She rolls up Nikki Bella to get her eliminated. So it's down to the final two, Carmella and Becky Lynch. And Becky was just on the outside during that whole segment, which was a bit weird. And so Carmella slaps Becky until Becky decides to take her to Suplex City and turn into Brock Lesnar for some reason, and she was doing those kind of exploder suplexes or whatever, and then it looks like Carmella was back in control, but then Becky locks in the disarmer. Carmella can't take anymore, and Becky Lynch wins the SmackDown Women's Championship, the first ever women's champion on SmackDown. And I thought this was a great match. I was worried that it was going to be a bit of a clusterfuck, but it was actually pretty damn good. I feel like the elimination style was very, very well done. I thought a lot of the women had a lot to showcase their talents. Natty, I thought, was alright. Naomi was really damn good. And I got to give Nikki Bella some credit. She was doing pretty well in this match. These six women were putting on some great showings. And I really, really enjoyed it overall. And then afterwards, Becky got interviewed by Charlie, the new SmackDown the announcer or whatever, and she pretty much says, thanks to the fans for helping me get through and for winning the title and all that. So, yeah, Becky, she deserves it. I'm pretty sure, did I pick Becky in my predictions? I think I picked Nikki to actually win, so I was wrong there. But I couldn't be happier to be wrong. So happy for Becky Lynch. I really hope she does well with the SmackDown Women's title, and I cannot wait to see how she does with the women's title. I don't know who she's going to face next. Maybe Carmella, but then Carmella's feuding with Nikki, so I don't think that will happen. Alexa Bliss could definitely be, because she showed a lot tonight, I think. And I don't want to see Becky versus Natalya again. I think that feud is done, hopefully. So, yeah, congratulations, Becky, and keep going, girl. Next up, I believe, was the tag team titles tournament match. It was the semi-final match. between the Usos and the Hype Bros. And the Usos, like I said in my prediction, should get a little darker, get some darker clothing, and they did, which was good. No face paint, it's gone now, and they're just wearing black pants, so which I'm cool for. I didn't see the entrances, so I don't know if they've scrapped the whole Haka entrance, or maybe they keep it. I don't know if they've gotten rid of the when I say Us, you say oh bit. I'm guessing they did, so yeah, they pretty much look like little Roman Reigns, which was quite funny. And so what I can remember, there was a top rope Frankensteiner by Zack Ryder, which looked really, really cool. And just like what they did to Chad Gable on SmackDown, they decided to break Zack Ryder's leg because they're nice guys. And they pretty much had him like a one-legged Boston Crab and just smashed his leg down, and the Usos got the win. So that's going to be their new finisher? I don't have a problem with that. It's definitely very heelish, which fits them perfectly. And yeah, I don't have a problem with that. And then they move on to the match with Heath, Slater, and Rhyno. So after that, we have, speaking of Heath, Slater, and Rhyno, they get a interview backstage to the little Backlash area. It was just a big LED screen of Backlash, which I didn't have a problem with. Something different, something cool. And so Heath Slater was saying, oh, I hope I don't freak out, I better not freak out. And Ryan's like, dude, the camp's still on, because they had their little interview, and he thought it was done. And it's like, don't worry, you got swerved. So, well, that was pretty funny, just Slater. I'm so happy he's starting to get over, the one-man band, baby. He's finally going to get his moment. We'll have to find out. And so, we get to the Intercontinental Championship match between The Miz and Dolph Ziggler. Damn, this was really, really fucking good. Beforehand, The Miz and Daniel Bryan were arguing again backstage. Miz wanted his contract renegotiated so he can get paid higher up, and for certain this has to lead to something between The Miz and Daniel Bryan. I don't know what. People are saying, he's going to come back in the ring and compete. I don't see that happening. He's retired. He can't compete anymore. That's what I think. Because I don't think they would be playing off this for so long just for Bryan to say, oh no, I can compete now, ha ha ha, and all that stuff. So anyway, during the match, pretty much Miz pretty much rolled out of the ring, and he needed to get back because he was a coward, and fans started chanting coward, which I thought was good. And pretty much Dolph got a catapult, and Miz just got right out of the ring. There was a couple of corner drop kicks, yes chant. He was doing an inverted surfboard, and he was pretty much making fun of Daniel Bryan and pretty much taking the piss out of all of his moves, which I thought was great. Miz was really, really good. He's improved so much this year. Ever since he's brought Maryse to his side and has won the IC title, he's done fantastic. He's done really, really well. And which is great, because I've given Miz some shit in the past, and about the whole Miz and Mizdow thing, and how Mizdow was better than him. Miz has been showcasing himself very well in the last few weeks, and just the whole, ever since he's won the IC title from Zack Ryder, he's done great. And so we get a powerbomb onto the ropes to the mat, which was pretty crazy. And then Miz just got rammed into the post. By the way, getting rammed into those new posts, the big LED things now, would suck, man. And Ziggler tried to get in. He got his sleeper hold on, which he hasn't done in God knows how long. He did a super kick. He did all that kind of stuff. But then how it all ended, Maryse got something, I think it was like hairspray or whatever, I'm guessing, sprayed it in Ziggler's eyes, classic heel move. Miz hits the skull-crushing finale and retains the Intercontinental Championship. This was a really damn good match. People say, Ziggler's not as good as he would used to be, he's not as great as he was. Bitch, did you just see that? Ziggler did great tonight, in my opinion. This is the Dolph Ziggler I know and love. Miz did really, really well tonight. These two guys had a really damn good match, and I definitely enjoyed it. Definitely one of the best matches they've had in a long, long time. So yeah, good job to both men, and congrats to Miz on retaining the title. So right after that, we get what we're supposed to have gotten was Bray Wyatt versus Randy Orton. However, due to injuries he sustained in his match against Brock Lesnar back at SummerSlam, he was unable to compete, which sucks. But storyline-wise, Bray Wyatt pretty much beat him up backstage, which, I guess they're going to have to cover him up. And so Bray Wyatt wins his match via forfeit. by count out. Kind of like how Seth Rollins used to do like 2 years ago. And pretty much said, well, now Bray Wyatt is going to have a proper opponent in a no-holds-barred match. And it turns out to be Kane. But I actually wasn't that disappointed, you know. I remember thinking to myself, it can't be that bad, you know, no holds barred, Bray Wyatt and Kane, and I thought it was fine for what it was, you know. I thought it was a pretty damn good match, you know. Of course, the chair was pretty much the main weapon throughout this match. I used like one chair. There was a DDT in the chair, and then he did not the sidewalk slam, but something like that by Kane. And then they do and then they get to the announce table section. He puts Kane on one of the announce tables. He does Orton's pose, which I thought was and did that running senton through the announce table, which was the best spot of the match by far. And then Kane just for some reason hit a choke slam. Bray kicked out, and I was thinking throughout the whole night, you know, he shouldn't lose to Kane, you know, that'd be silly. And then Randy Orton decides to show up. He's limping, and then he gets the ring. RKO on Bray Wyatt out of nowhere, choke slam, and Kane wins. And the internet was like, what the fuck? He shouldn't have lost. What was this all about? Ooh, Kane's old. It's just, look, I'm just as tired as Kane as anyone else, but I think it makes sense because, yeah, like, I know I said before that I wouldn't be too happy with Kane winning, but when I saw the way it went down, I wasn't that upset by it. I can kind of understand what they're trying to do. And everyone was treating this like Bray Wyatt was buried or whatever. It's like, dudes, don't worry, they're going to have a rematch at No Mercy. I know that for sure. You know, they can't just say, oh, this is a one-off deal, you know, they're not going to do this again. They're going to have a rematch. They're going to have a rematch, you know, and a proper match between Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton, and that's going to be the big good match. So, yeah, this is fine for what it was. I enjoyed the match. It wasn't that crazy, but the senton through the announce table was pretty cool. People need to just don't freak out about this. Bray Wyatt's career isn't over. Every time that he loses a match and everyone says, oh, his career's over, he goes on and has another big moment. So wouldn't freak out too much, and I hope this is a feud where Bray Wyatt can actually win. So as soon as that finishes, we then get to the final match in the SmackDown Tag Team Title Tournament. The Usos taking on Heath, Slater, and Rhyno. And yeah, this was a fun match, you know, really, really fun match. So pretty much there was Slater was doing very well. I think he just hit a net breaker or whatever, and you know, a pretty even match. And I think Rhyno speared one of the Usos. Slater did his move, he pins them, and Slater and Rhyno win the SmackDown Tag Team title. I thought American Alpha would come out there and cost the Usos, but I think they're still. I think Chad Gable's still selling the injury, which is good, by the way. I didn't have a problem with that, but you know what? I'm alright with it. It's just silly that this new heel tag team, the Usos, just lost to the biggest jobber of all time, Heath Slater and Rhyno. But you know what? Heath Slater he's not on jobber level anymore, you know, which is crazy. But you know, everyone just knows him as the resident jobber in WWE. Now he's actually gone up a peg, and with Rhyno, now that he's SmackDown Tag Team Champions, and then they have a after-match promo, and of course Slater is super happy, and it's time to get me a double wide, baby! So that was really funny, and yeah, I'm happy for Heath Slater and Rhyno, especially Heath Slater. He definitely deserves his moment. So yeah, great moment for Heath Slater. And then we get to the main event. Hell to the yeah, man. AJ Styles versus the champion Dean Ambrose for the WWE World Championship. This match was pretty fucking awesome. So, yeah, they do, of course, AJ does that back body drop because he is the best seller in the business when it comes to back body drops. I think Ambrose got rammed into the new LED post. So, and Ambrose got booed quite a bit. You know, most of the fans were behind AJ Styles in this match. And there was a cool spinning backbreaker thing that Ambrose pulled out. He did an elbow drop to the outside, and he did this weird move where it's like a reverse chicken wing kind of thing. whatever. It's kind of like the glam slam, like what Beth Phoenix used to do. So there was a suplex into the corner, which was cool, and then he started fucking up Ambrose's leg so he can look at hocking the calf crusher. Well, seriously, what's up with heels and hurting people's legs? Is that the new thing going on? Kevin Owens takes notes, mate. And pretty much AJ just hit the turnbuckle, like kind of like how Dean did, and just destroyed his shoulder. He was alright, but still. Pretty much right after that, there was a cradle roll-up thing, and it got kick out. There was a torture-out, spin-out bomb that AJ's been doing for a while, got a kick out. He gets the springboard 450, which I thought someone was going to break out of. But no, he actually hits it, which is good. And pretty much, there was a dive to the outside. They fought in the crowd area, maybe some promotion for 2K17, because that's in the game now. They did a ref bump. Styles hits Ambrose in the dick, hits the Styles Clash, and wins the fucking belt. Yes! Oh my god, so happy. I know I thought Ambrose was going to win, that was my prediction, but holy shit, AJ Styles winning? I don't have a problem with that. That's fucking cool, you know. It's actually quite crazy if you think about it. At the start of the year, this year, he was wrestling Shinsuke Nakamura at New Japan Pro Wrestling's Wrestle Kingdom 10 or 9, something like that. And now here he is in September, and he's WWE World Champion. What a transit. What a year for AJ Styles, man. Holy shit. He's accomplished so much this year, and he deserves it. He may be the best performer in the company right now. He's up there with, I think, Seth Rollins when it comes to best performers in the company. I mean, you know, AJ Styles is on a completely different level than any other wrestler I've seen, you know. He deserves that WWE World title, and what I've been hearing, this is going to lead to a match with Cena. I don't think it's going to be at No Mercy. Probably be at Survivor Series because, you know, Styles versus Cena, it's a big money match. And I think this is going to be a match where Cena beats Styles because this is WWE we're talking about. Cena has to have his big win because he's the big face of the company. I was going to call him the big top dog, but that's Roman Reigns' thing. He's going to win the belt, 16-time world champion, but as for right now, who gives a shit about that? AJ Styles is the fucking world champion, and that's how we end the show. Match of the night, let's get into it. AJ Styles versus Dean Ambrose. Just so much great shit going on. Seeing Styles win the title was great. Lots of great moves, and also congratulations to Styles for finally hitting the springboard 450 without a kick out or without moving out of the way. So congratulations on that. Well, I'm going to rate this pay-per-view. I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. This was a great show. Really, really enjoyed it. So go check it out if you can on the network. And yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a like, comment down below what you thought of this. And if you want to see more from me, hit that subscribe button. I'm glad you did. Twitter and Instagram is at JackmanLaw31. If you want to check me out there. Also check out my Bullshit Club members with the Edge TV and the 5/8. The links will be in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm out in 3, 2, 1.